Welcome back. In an emergency, every minute matters, and that's why the addition of trauma services here in Tucson at Carondelet St. Joseph's is vital.
It is, and here to tell us more about it and how it matters to your family is Trauma Medical Director Dr. Francis Ali-Osman. Great to have you here, Doctor.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, we are happy to have you here to tell us about something that is so important to all of us. It was really great news when we heard about this yesterday. So tell us more about what we can expect.
Okay, so starting November 1st, Carondelet St. Joe's Hospital, which has been a staple in the Tucson community for quite a while, is now expanding its services to be able to take care of sicker and more injured patients. And it's something that I think, the city of Tucson is really in dire need of.
Mm-hmm. And of course, it sounds like it took a lot of planning, right? All the different things it takes to get this done. What can you tell us about the process to make this a possibility?
Absolutely. This has been like over a year in the making. The hospital made this commitment, and there's just so many levels of work that need to go into planning something, as large as this. But again, it just shows that, we all have to work together, to make this happen. Mm-hmm. And we're very excited.
Sometimes I see people being medevaced. You see those helicopters in the air and you think, oh my gosh, I hope they don't have to go all the way to Phoenix. Yeah. So this is really welcome news. So like you said, a lot of planning. So are you now fully prepared for this expansion?
Absolutely. We've done a number of things over the last year to really be able to make this a reality. We've increased our coverage at the hospital to include a 24-hour in-house specialist, including a trauma surgeon, surgical intensivist, anesthesiologist, operating room staff. We have emergency neurosurgery coverage, orthopedic surgery coverage, plastics, facial. Number of specialists involved to really make this happen.
Just everything. You never know what life's going to throw your way, right? So to have all of these different aspects covered, it really is amazing. And it's more than just an expansion of the ER, right? That's really what you're telling us.
Absolutely. When you think trauma is so much more than just the ER. You can look at the ER kind of as the portal of entry to the hospital. We have to, in the emergency room, we have to be able to quickly evaluate and assess these patients, determine what life-threatening injuries they may or may not have, and be able to address them very expeditiously to increase the chances of survival and a good outcome.
It's got to be comforting for so many families, right? Mm-hmm. To know that you are covered in every different aspect. You don't have to be moved to other areas. Absolutely.
They've done a lot of studies, and the closer you are to a trauma center, the more likely you are to survive if you get injured, severely.
Mm-hmm. Well, and this really, what it is just another feather in the cap, right, for Carondelet St. Mary's, and especially in a bigger picture for the community.
Absolutely. Our group, I'm part of a large group, Valley Surgical Clinics, acute care surgical specialists. We have over 40 providers that provide a myriad of care for the patients, everything from general surgery to acute care surgery, surgical critical care, medical critical care, and trauma surgery. And, you can look at us kind of as the captains of the ship, so to speak. We help everything run. And so to just have this opportunity to come to Tucson and bring this to the people of Tucson is great. We've been involved in a lot of different things over the years. We do have one of the things we specialize in is geriatric trauma. You can learn more about that by going to www.g60trauma.org. And we also have the largest series of rib fixation surgeries in old and young patients. Much of this data has been published, and you can go to the Chest Wall Injury Society at www.cwisociety.org.
Well done. You remembered all that.
And learn more about that there as well.
Perfect.
And just to end with a couple more seconds, I just want to know personally what this means to you. You're a doctor. You've pretty much seen it all, right? Mm-hmm. So how does it make you feel to know that you're able to provide so many of these services to people in critical need?
Well, I really enjoy my job. Every day it can be very challenging at times, and we have to deal with a lot of life and death and very tough situations. But not a minute goes by that I don't enjoy what I do, because at the end of the day, my job is to try to save lives and help people get better. And I don't think it gets much better than that.
Well,
congratulations. We're thankful to have you.
We really are. Thank you so much for joining us here
Thank
today.
you for having me.
Congrats. And if you'd like to attend the ribbon cutting ceremony for the new service at St. Joseph's Hospital, it's Friday at 10 a.m. If you want more info, check out carondelet.org or call 833-245-1663.